What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into that $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. It's an exciting day today, man, because another feature was added to the Props Made Easy player prop tools. As you guys know, Props Made Easy's only been around, what, 6 months? And we've made so many improvements. I mean, the steps that this site has taken to be the best site available and only $15 a month are wild. And another feature was added to the NFL tool last night that I think is going to be a game changer and is really, really cool. So let's get straight into it. Let's start off with NFL. You might see something different here. Game Script Plus. We have added Game Script Plus to our models. Now, what this does is when selected, it will only show players' props that have a PME pick that matches the expected game script of the game. So, let's click it. As you can see, when clicked, when both EV plus projection and game script are clicked, not only is it showing you the plus EV plus projection plays available, but also the ones that match expected game script. We all know that game script can be a big deal in sports betting. It's something that can really alter how our bets turn out depending on how a game's flow goes. A team that is trailing all game is going to pass a lot more than they are going to run. So taking a player's rushing yards from that team over wouldn't make as much sense than taking their rushing yards under, seeing that they're not going to be rushing as much. De facto, because they're playing from behind. This is a big deal, and this is something that is definitely going to make a major impact in the player prop industry in general. Because this, not only now are we taking all analytics we possibly can, and we're checking all those boxes, but we're also checking another box and making sure that the play we play is in a position that makes sense for that player prop, right? So let's look at Tony Pollard, for example. His rushing yards is over on PME, 72.5 on Prizepicks, 74.5 other sportsbook lines, making it plus EV on the over. We have a projection for him at 76.3, making it a 3.8 projection differential. Now, that makes him a plus EV plus projection play, right? But he's also a plus game script play because he's playing for Dallas, who's going to be ahead majority of this game and is expected to be in an extremely run-heavy game script, which means that Tony Pollard's game script also matches the way that we are going on this pick. All right, because he is going to be will have more opportunity in a situation where they are up all game than he would if they were trailing all game to hit his rushing yards. Isaiah Pacheco is set at over on PME, 53.5 on Prizepicks, 55.5 other places. That's a 2 sportsbook differential on the over. He's projected 58.8, which is a 5.3 projection differential. He is also a game script plus play because Kansas City is highly favored in this game and should lean heavier on the run, making his rushing yards over be an even better bet to hit because of his game script. On the other side of things, Bijan Robinson's rushing yards is set at 70.5, 69.5 other places, which makes him a plus EV on the under, a -1 sportsbook differential. He's projected 65.5, a -5 projection differential. PME's pick is under for him, as you can see with both of these being under. He's also a game script plus play because Atlanta is expected to be trailing in this game and expected to pass more than we would necessarily maybe want to make sure Bijan Robinson is able to hit his prop. So a team that is playing from behind most of the game might have to pass more to be able to catch up in that game. All right? So because of that, Bijan Robinson's under makes even more sense. Okay, remember, this PME pick is already under because the analytics, the EV spot is on the under and the projections are on the under. But he's showing in this Game Script Plus, when you click Game Script Plus, because Atlanta is expected to be trailing. And when it comes to a player's overs rushing yards, you want them in a run-heavy spot. When it comes to a player's under rushing yards, you're kind of looking for players that are in spots where they might not have as much opportunity. And Bijan Robinson playing from behind, his under makes more sense. I hope everybody understands what I'm saying. This is a pretty amazing thing to have. Now, you can do this any type of way. You can uncheck plus EV plus projection, sort by projection differential, and let it show you. And these are still game script plus plays. At the top of the list, Justin Fields is in an extremely pass-heavy situation. They're expected to be trailing big in this game, which means Justin Fields is going to be expected to throw more. His PME pick is over. His projection is 188.1 compared to the 171.5 on Prizepicks with a 16.6 projection differential. So not only is our projection differential on the over here, it's not green because the sportsbook line matches Prizepicks. So there's no EV here. It's the same. So that's why you're going to have to just go off projection differential for him. But when selected for game script, every single player you see here coincides with their expected game script. We just talked about Bijan Robinson's under looking more likely because Atlanta will be playing from behind. Kyle Pitts' over looks more likely because Atlanta will be playing from behind. You see what I'm saying? They're going to be throwing more, which is great for Kyle Pitts. So the fact that he's projected 8.9 is looking pretty sexy on that over 33.5. And if you want to go back to saying, you know what, I don't want to see everything. I want to just look at the best possible plays from plus EV, plus projection, and game script. You just make sure they're both highlighted and you're good to go. Or if you don't want to worry about game script, you just unhighlight game script and look at it that way. So that is the new game script plus model. I think it's awesome. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below to what you think about the new game script model. And yeah, I'm excited to utilize it this week for sure. All right. With that being said, we pretty much talked about all the best. The absolute best plays will be this core right here. If you're looking for, like I said, if you want to take a look at guys who maybe aren't plus EV plus projection, but also fit that game script and have the plus projection, then unselect plus EV plus projection, and it'll be sorted by projection differential when you uncheck that. And you'll be able to see at the top of the list, Justin Fields, good game script spot, not plus EV, but plus projection at 16.6. Okay? All right. That's pretty awesome, man. I'm super excited about the possibilities for that. I'm super excited for y'all. I'm excited for myself because this is the only site I use for my player props. So it's going to be really cool to have that. All right. For college football, we have the under for Sam Hartman's passing yards. PME likes the under here. 250.5 on Prizepicks, 241.5 other places. A -9 sportsbook differential. This will probably be bumped down here soon. All right, so I would take Sam Hartman's under on his passing yards pretty quickly. Even though he's solid, the situation in that matchup is a tough one. So definitely do that. Bo Nix's passing yards on the under is looking likely. Makes sense there. We just talked about game script for NFL. Game script for this college football makes a lot of sense here too. Oregon's 21-point favorites. If they do, in fact, end up beating Colorado by 21, which Colorado's look great, so who knows? But if they do, in fact, if that game script does, in fact, play out, Bo Nix isn't going to have to throw for this much. They'll end up leaning on the run heavily once they're up big. So under 312.5. Other sportsbooks have them at 309.3, 309.5, -3 sportsbook differential. So solid under on Bo Nix. Let's look at the overs. We've got Jalen Monroe rushing yards at over, 46.5 on Prizepicks, 48.5 other sportsbooks. That's a 2 sportsbook differential. And then Jaden Daniels passing yards over, 273.5, 275.5 on other sportsbooks, a 2 sportsbook differential. So I like the overs on Jalen Milroe and Jaden Daniels. And then the unders on Sam Hartman, Tanner Mordecai, and Bo Nix. All look solid right here. All right. MLB. Let's take a look at MLB. Let's see if Vegas is popping super hard on anything. Make sure we want to get anything in early. Not a ton of options on available to us that are plus EV plus projection so far today. But there's a couple spots we'll go ahead and take advantage of. Kyle Hendricks at the top of the list. Pitcher strikeouts is set at 4 on Prizepicks. As you can see, the PME pick is over. He's 4.5 in Vegas. So that's already 0.5 higher. Regardless of this -160 on the under, it's already 0.5 higher, which leans them to being over on the EV of 4. All right. Projection of 4.76 is 0.76 projection differential. I like the potential for Kyle Hendricks. I think he's a great over candidate for his pitcher strikeouts and definitely sticks out when it comes to plus EV plus projection right now. All right. Then next up, let's see. What were the unders? Let's see. Let's go ahead and grab, man, let's see. What do I want to do here? More props will pop in as the day goes on. Maybe a hitter fantasy score. Yeah, I want to take a look at hitter fantasy score. It's been a while. Hitter fantasy score at the top of the list. We have Jose Ramirez. Let's go Jose Ramirez over 8. He's 8 on Prize Picks. We haven't projected 10.52 fantasy score. That's a 2.52 projection differential. I like the over on Jose Ramirez. And then going back to the EV plays, over on Kyle Hendricks, pitcher strikeouts of 4. All right. First inning runs. The best over is going to be the Giants and the Dodgers. The best unders are going to be the Blue Jays, Yankees, and the Tigers and Athletics. Nothing for soccer. That's plus EV plus projection. Nothing for LOL. For CSGO, plus EV plus projection at the top of the list, we have Tucson. For Sprout, map 1 and 2 kills. PME picks on the over. 30.5 on Prize Picks. 32.5 on other sportsbooks. That's a 2 sportsbook differential. Projection of 36.54, which is a 6.04 projection differential. So not only is the plus EV on the over here for Tucson, you're getting value on Prize Picks at 30.5, but the projection is also 6 points higher. So really like that spot for him. And then let's just go another over. Let's go this. That's another Sprout. So let's go down to the next best option, and that's going to be Cold Zera for Fake Natty. Map 1 and 2 kills over. 35.5 on Prize Picks, 37 other places, a 1.5 sportsbook differential, projection of 39.5, a 4.08 projection differential. So over on Tucson for Sprout, over on Cold Zera for Fake Natty. For tennis, we don't have anything available. For MMA popped in. Let's see. The over for Charles Jourdain is a solid option here. Significant strikes. The PME pick is on the over. 72.5 on Prize Picks, 78.5 other places. That's a 6 sportsbook differential on the over for Charles Jourdain. So over on his significant strikes. And then let's go under on Rafael Fiziev. Significant strikes, under. 90.5 on Prize Picks, 85.5 on other sportsbooks. That's a -5 sportsbook differential for Rafael Fiziev. So under on him, and then over on Charles Jourdain, significant strikes. Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, what is going on? For Dota, we only have 0.5 sportsbook differentials available. We have a couple that are under, and we have one that's over. Skyder for Tundra is looked at as a solid over. And then let's go Yatoro for T-Spirit, under. Map 1 and 2 kills. Valorant, no Valorant, and then Wnba hasn't updated for today because we don't have anything available yet. But yeah, that's it, man. The new Game Script Plus button. Take advantage of this and really bring your player prop pool down to a really core of guys that are in the best possible spots. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always, man. Good luck on your player props this week. Good luck on whatever player props you play today. PropsMadeEasy.com if you're interested in daily fantasy sports. Tonight, showdown for Thursday night showdown for DraftKings and FanDuel will be posted at greenlightdfs.com as we get closer to the slate. If you're interested in DFS content, you can go here at Props Made Easy, and it'll bring you over to my site, greenlightdfs.com, where you can get involved in that. All right? Thank you guys for joining me as always, and I'm out. Peace.